Hello and bonjour. I'm Robby and this is my neighborhood walking tour. I live in Montreal, Canada, and here we go. Montreal is a French-speaking city and is the second largest French-speaking city in the world after Paris. And just like Paris, it's divided into arrondissements, and I live in the Ville-Marie arrondissement. Montreal has a lot of public art, such as the one seen here or here. The art is scattered throughout the city, and there's lots of street art as well. Montreal likes to be different from the rest of Canada for a few reasons, mostly political. One example is blue fire hydrants instead of the typical red. Today in Montreal it is very, very cold, but we're not quite in winter yet technically. It's still technically autumn. We recently had some snow, which you'll see later on in the video. Montreal is the largest city in the province of Quebec, which is a French-speaking province in the east of Canada. This is an example of the Quebecois flag. Even though this is a bilingual city with many English speakers as well as other languages, all signs are in French, which can make it hard if you're not sure where to park. I often get parking tickets. If you travel to France and you see a stop sign, it typically says stop, but not in Quebec, where it says arrête. My neighborhood, Ville-Marie, is the city center downtown. And I'm now approaching St. Catherine Street, or Rue St. Catherine, which is the main street of the downtown center core. A really typical feature in Quebec is the dépanneur, which is the late night convenience store. Not unsimilar to Japan, but they do have some very unique features. I'm currently standing on Boulevard Saint Laurent, which this street divides the city in half. So everything on this side of the street is east, and everything on this side of the street is marked as west. So this street, Boulevard Saint Laurent, divides the city in half. Montreal is a very culturally diverse city with many people coming from all over the world. As I head south on Boulevard Saint Laurent, I'm approaching Chinatown. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city as I can get really cheap food, and I love Chinese food. Montreal shares a lot of similarities with cities in Europe as well as North America, and that's why I like it a lot, as it combines the two. Here they are setting up for the upcoming Christmas festival, which is very similar to what you see in Europe. I'm now coming up to the main square of the city, Place des Arts, and I'll give you a show once I get up there. So this here is the main square of Montreal, Place des Arts, and then you can see UQAM, University of Quebec à Montréal, which is the main French language university here in Montreal. And behind you can see Mont Royal, which is the namesake of the city. It's a mountain right in the middle of the city, and it has a big crucifix on the top. Now it's time for my favorite part of the day, coffee. Tim Hortons is a very, very popular Canadian coffee company, and the people here love it a lot. Let's go in and I'll order my coffee. Un grand café noir avec deux sucres. Deux sucres. Oui. Et deux croissants. Merci. It's very, very cold. I have my Tim Hortons coffee. In the summer, I would typically walk everywhere, but because it's very cold, I'm going to take the metro, even though I live very close by. In most Canadian cities, it's called a subway, but here they call it the metro, just like France. Now I'm about to get on the metro, which has been designed to look and sound like the metro in Paris. One thing about living here in the winter is that as soon as you get home from work, it's dark. So one thing I do love is my beautiful view of the mountain from my balcony. Thanks for watching.